Hey everybody, I got a 2005 F-150. I needed to do the rear brakes. 2 points of contact, jack it up, be safe, get some brake cleaner, clean off all the brake parts so you don't breathe in brake dust. And everybody has a mask nowadays, so put a mask on, it's not gonna hurt. Keep you safer. You're gonna take these two 10 millimeter bolts out, one on the top, one on the bottom. They hold the caliper on. You're gonna work the caliper free with a screwdriver or a pickle fork or something to pry it loose. It may be rusty like mine, and you're not going to let it hang by the rubber hose. You're going to get a bungee cord or set it somewhere where it's not going to stretch out your hose or damage anything that's sensitive. So just place it somewhere safe. Now those are the old brake shoes. This side here that's under the truck, that goes on first. This is where the ears slide. The brake shoes have ears and they slide on those parts there. Now this caliper needs to be compressed, so I'm going to get a C-clamp and I'm going to compress that so that I have space to put the new pads, because the new pads are going to be thicker than the old ones, and the brakes are used to having a thin one. So you're going to get a C-clamp like that, put the old brake pad in front of the caliper and compress it, or you can do it from the top like this. Make sure that the C-clamp is not on anything sensitive, no hoses, no connections, just bare metal so that you don't damage anything. And you're going to just turn the C-clamp and compress the caliper. Now that the caliper is open, you have a lot of space. You're going to put this part in first. That end goes in first and goes into that little hole. You can take your hands and squeeze the ends together so that you have more space. And look at that grease. Put grease around, some brake grease around the in the back side of the shoes before you put them on, so you don't have squeal. So that side's in. Now this side goes in like this. Those little clamps are going to be on the outside of the caliper. You see that? Drop that down, and then you're going to just line the ears up where they're supposed to go. Be careful. See these little things here? Remember, they move, so you can move those to get them out of the way if it's not fitting properly. You want the ears to be right there on the slides, just like that. You may have to take a hammer and kind of like tap it in, or you may have to actually file. I've had times where I had to file those things down so that they will fit inside of the caliper properly. But you're gonna, tap it down, get it in the right position so that the brakes can function smoothly. Don't be afraid to file it. I've done it once or twice. Or get a hammer and kind of tap it down so that it is seated properly, so that your brakes can work properly. This wasn't that hard. Just make sure you put brake grease on the back of the pads and that you spray everything before you start working to kind of dissolve that brake dust and everything. Then get your 10 millimeter, tighten everything up. Don't break these, they're thin. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Be blessed.